Good morning and welcome to the Red Mic. Thanks for being here. Happy Tuesday. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: three fairly common fears that a new or a transitional leader might find. And I don't know if it's doing it on your screen, but my shirt has horizontal stripes. Yeah. And on my display, it's doing this wild 60s psychedelic looking kind of thing. So if it's happening on your screen, let me know down in the comments and I will make sure that I never wear this shirt again. Anyway, according to research, and I don't even know if it's been published yet, by the University of Michigan's Ross School of Business, new or transitional leaders, especially, will quite often experience three kinds of reputational fears. Um, and I wouldn't say that I feared these, but they were thoughts in the back of my mind. So let's jump right in. First is being seen as bossy. Um, New leaders, many leaders, especially new leaders, can can be afraid or concerned that they might be thought of as being too demanding or controlling or even overbearing, and they're worried that their assertive nature can alienate or intimidate folks, which they worry about strong work environment and working relationship and all of that, and that of course can lead to self doubt, hesitation. Um, I will tell you, my mom had the same thing. She was a bank teller most of her life, and she had passed up opportunities to move into leadership roles, and then when she did finally move into one, she couldn't get past the colleague and colleague relationship that she had, um, and couldn't make the jump from colleague to boss. And she said, "Well, I don't want to be mean to these people." I said, "You're not being mean. You're doing your job, and they're professional." But she had that issue. Um, she was worried about being, you know, seeming like she's bossy. Well, that boss is in that word, so don't worry about that. They worry about seeming different. They don't want to stand out too much. They don't want to think that their perspectives or their ideas or are going to be met with resistance or skepticism. Um, Again, remember, you're the boss. You're supposed to stand out a little bit. Um, it's not all about you. You've heard me say that a million times. There's a difference between being noticed, seeming different. Well, you are different. You know um, that that's one of the things about business. You're good at something. You're good at something. You're good at something. You're maybe better at something than a lot of other people. Um, and then you're given the role to lead that thing, and then suddenly you're doing a whole lot less of the thing that you're good at, and you're having to channel your experience into leading others. Um, and that's the thing that they don't tell you when you're moving from a non-leadership role into a leadership role. Hey, Patrick, you're a great writer. You're a great speech writer. We love your press releases. We want you to be the communications director, and you're going to lead this team of people on the phones and the customer service and all of this, and you're going to have this writer underneath you. Oh, but that means you're going to do a whole lot less writing than you were doing before. It's culture change. You got to get used to it. And then the third thing that they found that new and transitional leaders, especially, deal with is the fear of appearing unqualified, being unable to lead. You know, that's also known as imposter syndrome. Oh man, I am just faking this. I am phoning it in. They're going to know that I'm a fake and a fraud and a phony. Well, fake it till you make it. You know, again, they selected you for this role for a reason. So go out there and be the leader that they want you to be. Because if you get caught up in imposter syndrome, that fear is going to impact your confidence, your self esteem. It's going to make you're going to find yourself struggling to make decisions or delegate and ultimately inspire your team. So, anybody can be a leader, even if you don't have a fancy title. You can lead sideways. Be a leader on your team by example. Um, don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you want to be a leader, don't be afraid to try new things. Inspire by doing. Make positive changes. Think about those successful business owners who started in a small garage. They were determined, they were creative, they built teams around themselves, and that's what it takes to be a leader. I mean, okay, Apple, Google, Amazon, they all started in garages. Now they're billion-dollar companies. Um, have that mindset. Don't be afraid to crack a few eggs. Don't be afraid, like Dr. Phil says, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it, son. I saw a really funny meme. It's not new, but it makes me laugh every time I see it. It's actually a picture of Kid Rock. And, kid ain't a kid anymore. So he's got glasses and the hat on and all of that. And the caption reads something like, Kid Rock now looks like Dr. Phil doing Kid Rock cosplay. And it's true and it's funny, but I digress. So back to leadership. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Leadership is a skill that you can learn. If any of these fears are hitting you in the gut, find a mentor, try new things, think about your experiences along the way, and you'll become more confident. You'll communicate better. You'll solve the problems that ultimately they hired you to solve. They want your experience, but they want you to channel it into that leadership role, that leadership realm. So go do it. Don't let the fear stop you. Be brave, be bold, take charge, make a difference. They think you can do it. I think you can do it too. You've got to know you can do it, though. That's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting or helpful. I hope you will join me again tomorrow. Again, if my shirt is being silly here, let me know. And again, I'll stop I won't wear this one anymore. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll be back again tomorrow. Please give me a like, a follow, and a share. I will see you again tomorrow. And remember, life is short. Drink the bourbon.